Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Brandon Watts, and today we're going to be going over this living room image and turning it into this nice, well balanced image that looks like we did a window pull, but in all reality it's just another way of making things look nice and sexy. So let's go and get started. For this one, I'm going to show you that we don't need to have multiple ambient layers. We can just start with our flash layers and our one ambient layer. So with this, we're going to go to Command J, set the first one to color, put a black mask on it, set the second one to luminosity, drop this down to about 50%. We'll group these two together. And then this ambient, this one's going to be my darken repair layer. We'll go ahead and do the same thing to that. Create a copy of that. Set the first one to color, second one to darken. We'll group those two together. Now we can work on blending these two together. So we'll create a white mask. Let's make sure our foreground color is set to black. Hit G on the keyboard, hold down Shift. We'll just click and drag straight across. It's a quick way of masking yourself out. This layer here, we're going to set to lighten. And you can see there's a flash reflection that's coming up out of it. So we'll go ahead and set another mask here. Black on the foreground, G for the gradient. We'll do the same thing and we'll click and drag just to get rid of that. Go and throw back on the darken layer. You can see that pulls out those windows quite nicely without having to do anything. And if we throw on the ambient, that's a little too much ambient, so it's going to drop this down a little bit. That right there is looking really good. Maybe we need to get rid of this shadow right here. It's not really too natural. That's coming from this layer here. So what we'll do is B brush on the keyboard, switch to a white foreground. I'm gonna just paint that out fairly easily. Okay, now that's looking pretty good. I'm going to go and merge visible, bring that down to the bottom. We'll use that for later just to see how things look. I'm going to go ahead and take this a step further. Let's do this. Merge visible, go into camera raw, make a couple global adjustments to the image. Bring down the highlights a little bit. Yeah, it's looking good. Now with our two fill flash layers, I'm going to copy those, bring those up to the top. I'm going to fill this layer in with black and create a black mask on the second one. And what we're going to do is start to bring back in some of these woods. So we're going to make some global adjustments to this as well, just to bring that out a little bit. Okay, we'll go into this one, apply previous settings, boom, super easy. And now you can see we can start to brush back in some of those flash layers. Just to kind of bring that out. Hit / on the keyboard for quick select. Shows anything in red is masked out. W on the keyboard brings up your quick select, so you just cut those corners easily. / on the keyboard to get out of the quick select. I think I like this better right here, so we'll get a mask this TV. It's looking pretty good. Okay. What about the floor? The floor can bring back. Just gonna bring out some of that right there. That looks nice. Some of that color and shadow. Make sure I don't get my feet in here. Boom. Nice. I like this painting. We'll bring back that. Masking it out. P for pen. Just to kind of make that selection real quick. Easy. Gonna merge visible again. And we'll take care of the shadow that came from that flash. The left side flash. J on the keyboard to bring up your patch tool. And you just slide that right across. Boom. Looks good. Okay. We can go ahead and hit that with another little bump. I don't like the shadows coming out on this. We'll just raise the exposure a little bit. It was a very bright day, so those walls are being lit up quite a bit from the exterior lighting from the sun. Oh, you know what? Dang it. I'm gonna have to delete this. I can see it's part of me, part of my shadow coming in. Let's delete that and fix this real quick. Oh, I actually have another layer right here. Dang. There we go. Gonna have to fix both of those. There we go. Let's go ahead and merge visible again. We'll bring back these local adjustments super quick. Boom. Those are good. We'll bring back these flash layers. Merge visible. Take care of this one more time. That one wasn't as good. There we go. All right. Okay, and we'll hit it one more time with the camera roll. Instead of going into Luminar, you can basically just make these adjustments in here. Boom. Before, after, it just brightens it up. Adds a little contrast to it, some more saturation. So now, you can see, let me copy this ambient layer, drag it down to the bottom, set that back to normal, set this to 100%, and I'll merge these here. This is where we ended. This is where we started with the ambient layer, and this is before we started making the extra adjustments. Now this is not too bad. With a little bit of an adjustment, you can actually turn that right there into a real estate agent, and we would have only spent like about 2 minutes on that by taking it a step further real quick, and you can see how much nicer that looks. Oh, one thing I did forget. Let's Control Z, back all the way back out. This color, now I never use this ambient color unless I have a flash mistake, which you can see, it right here in this darken repair layer. This flash right inside of here. Let me zoom in. That flash is starting to cause this blue coloring where it should be green. You can see how that's all messed up. So with this ambient color repair layer, we'll go ahead and white on the keyboard, or white on the foreground, B for brush, and we'll just go ahead and paint back in some of that color. Very quick, very quick. Much better. All right, now you can see the difference between the two. Way better. You don't have to do a window pull. You can see clear straight through. Looks super nice. Let's go and hit it with a sharpen. And we're done. If you liked any videos I put out so far, please hit me with a like and subscribe. Help out the algorithm a little bit. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you.